Hi everyone, I'm back with another update video. Now, in this video, I'm going to keep things brief because tomorrow I start work at 10 in the morning and the time is currently 10:50. So I would like to go to bed by 11:30 to 12, which would get me a good night's rest. Moving along, let's see what interesting things happened today. I'm thinking about it right now, and well, in the morning, I had a pretty interesting breakfast. It was eggs on sourdough toast with some butter on, and moist hash browns with green bell peppers shredded in. The bell pepper hash browns were quite interesting because the bell peppers were finely grounded, so it made for a unique and pretty interesting texture. I thought the taste was quite good. Moving along, I need a drink to jog my memory. This will do. Oh, oh no. Oh, hopefully that didn't get on the microphone. All right. So my mom was looking for a new drawer for her room. So she wanted my help in choosing what was the right drawer for her. She wanted my opinion on various desks that she was looking for throughout OfferUp, and she eventually settled on one. The cool thing about this one was that the man selling it, he decided to drive the drawer over to our house in his truck, which was really neat. Now, I would have went with her to help pick up the drawer, but my time was running short and it was around 11:30 and I needed to be at work at around 12. So I really only had enough time to get dressed, and as I was getting dressed, I was listening to that 47 Principles of Power book, which was quite interesting. The last 10 minutes before I drove to work, I was ready and I thought it'd be interesting to re-explore an old project that I was working on, or an old online comic book, and trying to add voices and sound effects and music to it to really bring it to life. So I wanted to get to work on that, to do something that I would have found personally fulfilling for me. But the program that I used to edit the video, DaVinci Resolve, needed to be updated. And so I could not work on that video today. And something really awkward happened right before I got in my car to drive over to work. My mom had arrived with the new double-stacked drawer at our house with the man who put the double-stacked drawer in his truck. And they unloaded it, and I was on the clock and I needed to get to my job, and I 100%, if I had the time, would have helped her bring it in, but I needed to be at work, so that was a non-negotiable. I feel really bad about it though, and I wish I had the day off so I could have helped her out, yeah. At work, things were pretty even Steven. Greeted the customers, had a positive attitude, and just generally got along with everyone there. Don't really know what else to say about that. For lunch, I drove back to home. I didn't really know what I was going to eat. We do have some frozen chicken tenders in the freezer, so I decided to heat those up in the air fryer, because those are actually pretty good. Now, when I arrived, my mom was hard at work moving things around in her room. I said hello and greeted her, but she was really busy moving things around. She was doing some spring cleaning around the house. I got to work making my chicken tenders, and my mom wanted one, so I put one in the air fryer for her and had some Chick-fil-A sauce to go on top of the chicken tenders, which was really good. After I was done eating, I decided to have Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar and a coffee, and was watching this YouTube video made by a YouTuber called Simeon Jimmy about a movie I never heard of called Better Man, which is about a monkey rock star, which was very interesting and unusual to see. Afterwards, I said goodbye and drove back to work, and everything flowed along really well. I guess you could say there was some drama at the end, but I'm not going to get into that. When I got home, I was a bit grumpy and I noticed that there were 2 wooden drawers in the den, which made me feel quite claustrophobic, and to the point where I decided to start moving them along. And my mom was wondering what I was doing, and I said I was moving the wooden desk drawers to the living room because I didn't like that they were taking up space in the den. And she said that that's her stuff and that I should have consulted her, and she was absolutely right about that. I was being a bit hasty and a bit in my own head, I guess. I wasn't being very considerate. Yeah. But we did end up moving the drawers to the living room where they will reside until they are sold. And after that, I decided to eat some rice, and my mom got out some meat, and I had the meat. I was in a really twisted mood from the whole drama that happened. I was feeling a bit emotionally distant throughout the whole thing. It was unusual behavior for me, but that's life, I guess. Yeah, and then I started watching videos about AI video generation, and then I started getting antsy about making my next update video. So that's exactly what I'm doing, making a new update video to post to the channel. Well, overall, if I were to review the day, I'd say it was overall a big fat fine, but it did sour towards the end due to the drama at the end of the day and me being a sour puss and a grumpy bear and not really considering how my behavior was affecting my mom, and that was very wrong of me. I'm very sorry. Well, that's about it. Bye, everybody.